Rainbow Table. I am Miss Davis.
And this is Miss Jones.
So we got, first of all, we'd like you guys to go to the YouTube channel. It's called Rainbow Table Coming Out. Rainbow Table Coming Out. Please go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, hit that notification, subscribe, like, hit that notification. You feel me? Put my paws on. Go ahead. Hey, hello. All right, now go ahead. Hey. Oh.
Miss Davis.
Go ahead. Oh, I have to come back. Come on back. What it is?
Come on back. Come on back.
Now I'm back. Woo! Oh!
We gotta have a little fun.
Oh, so anyway, we're gonna talk. Me and my friend Miss Jones, we're gonna talk about forgiveness. So we want to share a few things about forgiveness and how you can free yourself for forgiving somebody. Because if you keep holding on to it, you will never be free.
Yes.
You can't prosper. You can't move. You can't do anything in your life if you're holding on to baggage and toxic and poison. So we just want to talk a little bit tonight, this evening, about forgiveness. So Miss Jones want to share a few things about what forgiveness means to her and what it made her feel and so forth and so on.
This is a great topic. It can go in so many areas and touch so many areas in your life. But in my life, it has touched me in a great, great way and made me who I am today. And believe it or not, in discussing this topic, forgiveness, it has just now, this very moment, you guys get to see, I have just experienced some things about myself that I couldn't understand until we got on this topic. One of the things forgiveness means to me, and like Miss Davis said, that it helps you free yourself. When I thought I was free, I'm realizing today that I'm really not free of a lot of things that I've been holding on to, not realizing how it affects me today and the things that I do and my actions.
Good, that's good.
This takes me way back to childhood in teenagers when I was discovering that I like women. And I was so happy that I was able to really come out. The older I got, I was able to come out a lot more than when I was younger. And so when I got to a point where I felt like I could trust and tell my family
that's good,
who I am and what I like, my dad was somewhat, I'm going through, I'll grow out of it, and if not, he still loved me anyhow. But on the other side, my mom, who I really wanted a relationship with, felt like it was toxic, poison. It was something that was downright disgusting. And
God Almighty.
Yes, she told me this to my face, and she said it's sick.
That's something.
And she said, "You sick? Something is wrong with you." So this is the thing. Because of who I am, I'm a person, I really hide pain and don't let it be seen. And I hid this within myself for so many years, up until today, actually. I'm realizing that you can be free. When I came home and told my mother I was so happy, and she kind of killed my joy because I discovered who I really am and what I really like. And when she told me these things, I tried to look past it. And I said to myself, just as they said to themselves, you know what? She'll get over it.
My.
And it'll be okay. I could get her to like who I like without feeling like we're sick and we're disgusting.
Amen.
And so I continue to date women, and I continue to bring them home. And I didn't care what my mom was feeling or thinking at that time. I just continued to do me. And I'm going to tell you something. Although she hurt me with those words, my mom used to travel and wanted me to travel with her, but I didn't want no connection to her because of how she made me feel and the things that she told me. And so as years went on, people and my friends used to say, give your mother a chance. Go with her, because she said, Glenn, every year she would say, Glenn, come with me to Bermuda. And I would have loved to take that trip with her, but I could not get with her. I was just too disconnected from her. And I hardly ever called her. I stopped calling her, and I stopped visiting her as I went on my own. And I was at the age of almost 40, 30-something years old when my mother turned around, and my mother asked me to go, and my friends convinced me to go on the trip with her, and I went on the trip with her. And we went to Bermuda, and I hadn't seen these people. My mother had friends out there, and I hadn't seen these people since I was a child. I was maybe about 12 when they thought that, when the last time, that they saw me. So when they saw me as a full-grown woman, this is what they said to me. And I was almost 40. And they said to me, girl, you are so beautiful. You grew up so beautiful. But when we thought we saw you when you was a child the last time, we really thought you was gay and you was dealing with those women that look like men. But you grew up so beautiful. Who's your boyfriend now? So I kind of froze because I didn't know what to say at that very moment, because I was taking in what they said. And like I said, the last time they saw me, I was 12. So around it was a little older. I was a little older than that, excuse me. It wasn't 12. I had to be about in my teens, 16, 17, 18, because this is when I came out. And moving forward, we were over there in Bermuda, over at my mother's good friend's home, and we're sitting there, and they're talking about how they're reminiscing on the things of what I used to do when I would see them. And while I was there, I was dating these women that looked like men, and they just could not believe it. They thought it was a phase that I was going through. So I realized that they didn't like that when I came to their home this particular year with my mom. So I sucked it up and I didn't say anything. Then the following day, the day before we were getting ready to leave, my mother was saying goodbye to them, and we were sitting in the kitchen, and they started talking, and then my mother said, yeah, I'm so glad she's not with it either, because that's just sick. That's just real sick. And I looked at my mother, and she said, you got to be really sick in order to be gay. So I looked at her, and I sucked it in. I went to bed crying. Could not wait to get on the plane so I could get the hell away from her. That's how,
That part.
That part. And I didn't know how I was going to forgive her for this, because I already disconnected myself from her. So through my journey, I say this to say that I carried a lot of anger. I carried a lot of deep-rooted feelings which affect me today, as I'm living today. And as I journey on in relationships with other people. And not just a intimate relationship, but friendships and different things and so on. So I have became this person that I thought I was free, but I really wasn't free, because I was not forgiven to my mother and anybody else who have hurt me. I felt like this was it. It's over. I'm not dealing with these people. And after a while, that feeling makes you feel lonely, because you just Xing off people because they did things to hurt you. And I really didn't know how to get past that. So now I just got this big ball of anger in me, because this one hurt me, that one hurt me, my mom hurt me. What am I going to do? And I stuffed all these things in as I was developing new friendships that I wanted to so dearly trust and have with my friends. And I got that now, but I still wasn't free until today. Because I discovered that I really did need to forgive.
That's good.
I was already in the process forgiving my mom.
Right.
But the way I forgave her and the way I was looking at it was, I only got one mother. She's going to be 80-something. And I don't want to lose my mom and not have a chance to tell her I love her again or be around her. So I just chalked it up to her being old. She's never going to change. She's going to always feel the way she feels. So why am I going to hold on to this anger and not forgive her? She's older now. It doesn't matter. I'm living my life. So now I realize I can really, truly forgive her because I realized all the things that it led me to do that could hurt, that did hurt other people. So in order to forgive, you got to be willing. You got to really be willing and accepting that people are forgiving you. God is forgiving you. So if you want others to forgive you, you have to be willing to forgive others.
That's good. That's good. That's Miss Jones. And remember now, everything, we joke around a lot on the rainbow table. We laugh and cut up. But we want to bring topics that are very powerful because once we got free, we would like to free somebody else. So let me tell you about a story that I experienced as far as it's a testimony. Freeing myself to forgive my brother of some things that he had done. So the story is pretty powerful to me. Once I got to the point that I needed to get to, I was able to free myself and be free indeed. Because he had did some things that was not good. He had said some things wasn't good. He was disrespectful and he was out of order. Not only to me, but also to my mother. So when he got sick, for some reason, he thought in his mind that because he was sick, that I was supposed to just up and say, okay, everything is good now. No. Because see, that's a process that you must go through in order to forgive anybody. Whether it's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whether it's your husband, your wife, it's a process that you got to go through. Yes. So I had to go through the process. But what I knew then and I know today, I knew God was love and love is for everyone. And I knew I loved my brother, but I didn't like him. Because see, there's a difference between loving somebody and liking them and disliking them. There's a difference. Because he's my sibling, I don't automatically supposed to say, oh yeah, I love him, oh to the deers and this and that. That's what I did. I can't, I got to love my brother. Yes, you can love him, but at that time, I didn't want to sup with him. Because see, you can love somebody and not sit at the table with them. But some people don't know that today. That I can love you, but I can love you from afar. It doesn't mean that I have to sit down and break bread with you. So I had to get to that point. And when I got to that point is when he had got extra sick. He had got real sick, real bad. And my sisters told me, they was like, you need to, he's asking for you. He's asking for you. So my girlfriend told me, hey, Kim, hey, sweetie, hey, girl. Oh, I got sidetracked. I got carried away. I went to the left. She told me that I needed to go to see him because he was under the hospice care. So I went to see him. And when I tell you it was freedom and nothing less, they say he's waiting on you. So when I got to the hospital and I went to the bedside, and I whispered in his ear and I said, I forgive you. And shortly after that, he took his last breath. So don't tell me what God won't do in the midst of your pain, in the midst of your suffering. God will always make a way out of no way. Absolutely. And I'm saying that because somebody needs to hear this because this is going to free somebody else. So I'm here to tell you, don't hold on to toxic and poison. No. Free yourself by forgiving those people that has hurt you or harmed you. Right. In spite of, he was still my brother. I still loved him. I just disliked him.
And then pray for them.
Exactly.
Pray for them. Because God said pray for everybody. And believe it or not, my mother is a praying woman. And even though she told me I was sick, she prayed for me.
That's good.
She prayed for me. She always had. And it was okay. I don't know what her prayers was, but I know what my prayers was when I first learned that I need to forgive her if I want to be forgiven. So I prayed for my mother, and I continue to pray for her. I asked God to work on her mind, her spirit, and her soul.
That's good.
Because it wasn't good. But I know as I prayed, I was feeling a whole lot better. Because I was able, and when you pray for other people, that's one of the hardest things. The ones that have hurt you,
and you pray for them
anyway. You pray for them anyway, because God said, we are all his children.
Yes, that's right.
We are all his children. So when I had friends that hurt me, when I had family that hurt me, I had to learn how to forgive them and pray for them. That's one of the hardest things because you don't know what you want to. You don't want to say. You want to leave that person alone. You don't want to be bothered with that person. However, that person has hurt you so bad, so you really don't know what to pray for. But you know what you do? You ask God to help you.
That's good.
You ask God to help you with that prayer, and you just look and you just pray. You say anything. Say, God, it's a hard thing to do, but freeing yourself is praying to God for that person.
That's good.
That you will feel so much better. You will feel so relieved because you are letting it out. Mm-hmm. It hurts to pray for them, but you'd rather pray for them so somebody can pray for you.
That's good.
You'd rather pray for them so that God can take care of you.
That's good.
You'd rather release that so God can intervene and give you the things and your blessings that you are looking for and wanting, because you will not get it if you are holding on. You got to let go and let God.
That's good. That's good, Miss Jones. So like we said, we laugh and we cut up at the table. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
Bisexual, straight, trans, it doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome because at the rainbow table, we love everybody. It's love at our table. It's peace at the table. It's kindness at the table.
It's
joy. Understanding at the table. You hear that?
Yes, it's joy at the table.
So everybody's welcome at the rainbow table.
Yes.
So like I said before, we like to bring you topics that's going to help somebody else that's helped us.
Yes.
So when you get free, you free somebody else.
Yes, you
So
do.
again, we'd like for you guys to go to the Rainbow Table. My YouTube channel is Rainbow Table coming out. Like, subscribe, hit that notification. Like, subscribe, hit that notification. And we thank you. And guess what? We didn't even have to put no pause on nobody. You see, we didn't have to put a pause on. You feel? Look at that.
Yes. And I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. But these paws, if I lay hands on you now, it's going to be of God.
Good. Do you hear that? You feel me? Come on now. Whoa. She done ran out. Bye.
I done got happy.
I done got happy.
I done got happy.